You are now watching Idea Buyer TV. Here at Idea Buyer, we believe in providing inventors with the materials necessary to sell or license their patent. We have started with some instructional videos that can help inventors along their journey. Today we will be talking about the 5 questions every inventor must ask him or herself before deciding to patent their idea. First and foremost, let's get real. You need to be real with yourself. No sugarcoating here. Is your idea going to work? Will it function? Does the industry need it? If you don't know the answer to these questions, I would highly recommend actively participating in the industry into which you see your idea being placed. And if that's not an option, find a friend or a family member to which you trust, because remember, your idea is not patented yet, and ask them what they think. If they don't like it, don't be hurt. They're just trying to keep you from spending time and money on a product that may not work. Does anyone really want your product? Really? Like, do they really want it? Like, if they heard about it, they'd be like, oh my gosh, there's this great idea, and now I really have to go out and get this. I know it kind of sounds harsh, but be honest with yourself. If people don't want it, you don't want to spend your time on it. The best way to find out if there is a customer out there is to ask people. You know tons of people. Ask them what they think. Also, remember to ask people that you trust, because your idea is not patented yet, and you need to make sure that it stays your idea. So ask them, do they think it's a good idea? Would it improve their life? If so, how? Your mission here is to honestly find out if there is a segment of customers that would want to buy your product. Okay, now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty details of the how. How are you going to make your product? Although it might be easy to get caught up in the sexy aspects of the I have a really cool feature here and that's what I want to work on, or I've designed this really cool label for it and I can't wait to see what it looks like. Focus your time and your money on how is your product going to work. What materials are you going to need to use? What skill set is going to be required to build your product? Knowing the answers to these questions will bring you closer to seeing your idea as a tangible product. How much is it going to cost you to make your invention? Even if you chicken scratch it on a piece of, ripped out notebook paper or a napkin at a bar or something with just guesstimates to start off with, that's good. You need to understand and have a clear idea of how much it's going to cost you to get your patent to the sale process. I would highly recommend doing some research into all the steps of the process and how much each of those steps may cost. This way you will end up having a clear idea, a reasonable idea of how much money you yourself are going to have to put into this. And then with that amount in mind, you can decide, can I afford to patent my idea? Okay, so I saved the best and most important question for last. How is your product going to get to your customers? This question is important for so many reasons. First and foremost, as far as you are concerned, how are you going to make money? Well, you need to do some research. Find out who in your industry are what we call the industry leaders. What are the top 10 manufacturers and retailers? These are the people that you need to be making contact with, not bugging, just making contact with. Someday they may be the people that will potentially buy or license your idea, and the people that you yourself will be pitching your idea to. You need to know everything there is to know about your industry, so that you can find out the best way for you to get your product to your customers. I hope these 5 questions have been helpful in your decision of whether or not to patent your idea. If you've decided to not patent your idea, don't get down on yourself. The great thing about inventors is that they're always coming up with new inventions. And if this one didn't work out, don't worry, one of the next ones will.